So I will click on the land use that I was explaining. Now I will click on the equal sign and I will write residential. So all of these buildings are actually residential. So I will click OK. So it is calculating the reports. You see how I am filling the information in the tables. So you collect the information from the field, or you may get some land use map, so then you can fill in the information here. So once the base map is prepared, all the information is filled in, then you are ready to perform any kind of spatial analysis. So right now, due to this COVID-19 situation, we couldn't work in detail, so it's a small assignment. Here I am seeing some kind of error again. -1 is filled here, so I will click again, and then there is another way. I can double click the column and I can also fill in the information like this. So residential, if you get this error, you can fill in the information because you are working in a small area. So I have filled in the information that all of these polygons that I have selected are residential. For example, I can add another column. I will again stop the editing. Then yes. So this is a very simple way to fill in the information in GIS to prepare the geographical database. So it's a big shapefile, so it will take time. But in your case, I repeat again, you will not counter this problem. For example, these were the buildings that I had selected. You see. Now I want to add another field. Field means a column, so this field is number underscore of underscore stories. So either the stories could be 3 or 4 or 2 or 1, so it's a integer, so you will select double here. So you will click OK. So you see here another column is edit. So now for example, all of these buildings are 3-story. I will right click, I will go to field calculator. So yes, I want to continue. So I will delete the previous program. So number of stories is equal to 3. I click OK. Here is some kind of problem. Why? The problem is that because I haven't started the editing. So I need to start the editing first, then I will go, and then I will again go to field calculator. So I will just have the same program here. So okay. it's a big shapefile and it's having some kind of problems, so I'm trying to find out the problem. What is the problem? So now we have solved the problem. I will again tell you how I have done this. Sometimes you face small problems while working with huge data sets. For example, only these buildings, these 5 buildings, I want to show that these buildings are 3-story. So I will right click, I will go to field calculator. So I do not need to write anything, I just need to write my number in the inverted commas. The inverted commas were missing, that's why it was not filling the column. So the inverted comma, 3, and again inverted comma. So I am saying that in this column all the buildings that I have selected are actually 3-story buildings. So when I will click OK, so in the whole column this value is added. So in this way you add information. And you fill in the information. It's a heavy file. So in this way you can add column by column the land use, the number of stories, the condition of the building, any geographical database you can add in columns. So it's very easy, it's not difficult, and if you have any questions you can ask me. You can fill in the information by hand as well, or if for example 10 buildings have the same land use, then you go to the field calculator as I have shown you now. Then you write residential in inverted commas and then you click OK. All the buildings will be assigned the land use of residential. So I am again going to the attribute table. So right now I have not selected any building. Again I will select these buildings just as an example. So in similar way, within 500-meter buffer, you will fill in all the information about the land use, about the number of stories, about the conditions of the buildings. So either it is good condition or it is bad condition. So similarly, you can also calculate the areas. For example, I am again opening the attribute table. I want to know the area of each and every plot, which are very important while calculating densities.